Hello everyone. Come on in. Come on in. I'm going to show you my decor stuff for the holidays this year. Alright you guys, let me tell you, filming that little intro coming in the door was a fiasco. Waylon never runs out the front door, ever. He's like super, that's why it kind of looked like I was like holding him, because the first time we did it, he bolted out the door. If I look a little disheveled, oh my lord, okay. Anyways, you guys, hello and welcome to my house. I'm so happy to show you guys around for the holidays. Over the years, I've done this a few times, and it's always really fun. Now, some years I'm just totally not into putting out as many things. I think that, you know, you're gonna see all my decor. We've got 5 trees. We love putting up Christmas trees. You're gonna kind of see that they all are a little different. But the holidays, Christmas time, you can literally put out a 12-inch tree, a foot tree, whatever, and don't even put any decorations on it. Light it up, you know, watch a Christmas movie, light a candle, like, just make it feel homey. I love doing that for us, for my family around the holidays. I just love it. It's just so much fun. Olivia's to the age now where she's really enjoying Christmas trees, and she helps me a lot. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what all we did this year. I wanted to give you guys some tips. Oh my gosh, you guys, this tree back here, we're trying to beat this weird light that's coming in. This is a $149 tree. Now, let me just go off on a tangent about Christmas trees. Okay, so it's a pre-lit flocked tree. I've been doing flocked trees for years. I've been doing pre-lit trees for years. My first flocked tree that I got was in 2010 when we moved into the other house. I put out every single year. It's one of those tall, skinny ones. It was the one that used to be in here a few years ago. It died last year, and we replaced it with this one. I'm gonna link to it. I'll put all the info on this. We still have the other one that I bought at the same time, though. In 2010, I bought that tree, and I bought another one that was the same exact flock tree, but it had colored lights on. I'm gonna show you that one. That one's still kicking. But here's the thing. They last, I mean, I would say at least 5 years you can expect to get a lot of good use out of an incandescent pre-lit tree. Now, if you go for LED, they're gonna be so much more expensive. My theory, I like the way incandescent lights look better. I just do. Replace the bulbs when you see them go out, but if they go out, you know, if the tree goes out after 5 years, I mean, sometimes they're just gonna do that. And artificial trees get to looking ratty after a while anyways, and you probably want something different. This one is amazing. No limb shaping, you just pull it out of the box. The limbs are like some kind of, I don't even know what they are. They're called like memory limbs or something, like some kind of memory technology. $149, you guys, so good. And it's beautiful. So a lot of people have asked me about flock trees, if they shed, you know, if they're messy. When you put them out, they're gonna be a little messy. But I mean, no, like the rest of the year, nobody's like fluffing it up or touching it, so it's not gonna do anything crazy. My flock tree, like I said, that I've had since 2010, I will show you that. It's in Olivia's room, the colorful one. It looks just as flocked as it did when we got it. That one has like glitter on it and some stuff, but you know, LED trees can go out too. If you guys are like really hardcore and you remember my video from last year, you remember me kind of talking about what happened with our trees from last year. In our big family room, I got a 9-foot LED flocked tree, and it went out after a couple weeks. The top of it, the lights were just faulty. So I mean, you just never know. So here we are. It was like the first week of December or the second week of December. We boxed that baby up, took it back. You know, I returned it to Lowe's, and we bought a different one that wasn't pre-lit. This year I was like, I ain't putting those lights on that tree. We just went and got another one of these, and it is beautiful. We have a big 2-story family room with like I don't even know, like 20-foot ceilings. I don't know how tall the ceilings are. And that tree is beautiful in there, and you guys will see that. When we first moved in, do you guys remember, we had that 12-foot tree. That thing was insane. And it's all well and fun when you're doing it the first time. You're like, yeah. And then you gotta go to store it, and you realize this thing takes up my entire storage area. And the whole year you're thinking, oh God, I gotta get that thing back out. And you're like risking your life. I think we put it up 2 years, and then we donated it to someone that could like really use it, and we were just like, we're done. So for me, it's just all about not being stressed out. I wanna enjoy decorating. There have been years when I've really been into it more than others. The year when I was like almost 9 months pregnant right at Christmas, I was like, I ain't doing it. Like I'm not putting up a lot of trees, so I just put up a tiny little one. And it felt just as great. So just do what you want to do. Make it easy on yourself. Get easy trees to put up. This one literally took like 5 minutes. The decorating obviously was fun, and we did that over the next, little while. But putting trees up just should not be a big deal. So trust me, check those out. Get some ribbon. I mentioned that in my last video where I talked about holiday home stuff. Like I talked about specific things like certain candles that I like, certain tips and things. I'm still like so out of breath from chasing Waylon around. And he doesn't just go out and like, ooh, he has not ever done that, ever. One time he got out of the fence in the back and he just kind of ran and then came back. He was like going around like in the street. I mean, crazy. It was nuts. Our neighbors probably think we're insane because we were like all screaming. Olivia's like having a meltdown. I'm like praying a car doesn't come down the street. Okay. So yeah, as we go through the house, I will link to everything that I think would be of interest. You're gonna see a lot of different decor type things because I have not done a decor vlog or any kind of decor updates in a long time. I used to really do that, and so a lot has changed in the house. And one specific, very big change is in our dining room. I cannot wait to show you guys. Okay, so I finally did it. I got a wallpaper that I love for our dining room. It's like so good. For the longest time, I was trying to pick out the right thing. I painted the wall. I mean, all of our walls when we moved in were gold, this like yellowy gold color. Gradually we got everything like painted, color that we liked. I had the dining room painted this color, which is kind of like, I would say it's like one of those warm Parisian grays. I will list all my paint colors below. The room was beautiful, but it just didn't have like there was like no pattern. I feel like I'm always pretty safe when I first start decorating something. I start with like neutrals, I start with light colors, and then I layer in things that I like. I don't know, and that room just, while I had really good pieces in there, it needed pattern, it needed something. I don't like crazy jewel toned colors. I don't like, maybe sometimes I do in certain areas, and we'll go into our basement. I'll show you the tree in our basement. It's very dark and not what it looks like up here at all. And not super colorful, it's just dark, I mean, whatever. And one day I might change that, but I just haven't figured out what I want to do down there. That's what's so fun about having a house and like doing it as you go. You never really like run out of things to do. But anyways, I wanted to keep it very like my vibe. I wanted it to go in with this room. I wanted it to kind of mesh well. I found the most beautiful wallpaper. I've been dreaming of doing something like very chinoiserie. Like I've talked about this for years. I have mentioned this. I wanted like something with branches and some birds. Everything I found would be like, the scale would be a bit wrong. Like there'd be like a huge branch and then there'd be like a bird, like a big bird. So all you see is like this giant bird, or like, it was just kind of off. I never found one that I really loved. It was like too big of scale. You'd come into this room and it was just too much. I found one that's perfect. I found one that has the perfect pattern. It's so pretty. It's like a taupey color. It has a little bit of a metallic sheen that kind of goes like from champagne-y to like a bit silvery depending on the time of day or the way the lights look. And then it's got little birds on it, which gives it like a little bit of like a whimsy. And the birds are kind of even paler than that color, but that color. You know what I'm saying? They're just like a beautiful watery color. It's gorgeous. I really love it. And I don't think I talked about my rug much in there, but the rug kind of plays off, whatever. So anyways, I'm really excited about it. I think it finally is like all coming together. But yeah, don't be afraid of doing stuff like that. People talk about wallpaper and they're like, oh, I hate wallpaper. Listen, I saw some real scary wallpaper when we moved into this house. Our foyer was sponge painted golden brown. I mean, it looked like the Cheesecake Factory. I've said this before. I stripped wallpaper in our powder room, which is the tiniest space, and it took me days because they had used like cement. I'm convinced they used cement to apply this stuff. You can always change stuff. Don't be afraid of wallpaper. When people say they don't like wallpaper, I just don't get it. It's like saying I don't like paint because I wouldn't because I don't like purple paint. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different patterns. The trick is to keep it very timeless. That's what I wanted to do in there. I wanted to do wallpaper because wallpaper really makes a space feel traditional. A pattern keeps it looking traditional. And for me, my decor style's kind of, I wouldn't even put a name on it. I like traditional things. But I like that because I like to mix some different types of things. I've got ghost chairs in here. I've got some lucite. I've got some things that are a little different. In the house, I've got some things that are a tad bit more modern. But if you do traditional things, you can get away with the trends. You can throw in trends every now and then without walking in and you're like, oh, your house looks like they just walked into Z Gallery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look like boom, like this looks like a look. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like my look. I love it. I just love the way it came together. What I like about the one I chose, it could have worked for the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, now, whatever. It would always, you know, it's something that doesn't feel dated because it is traditional. There are certain things that are just very 90s, or so, you know, just like anything, like clothes. I mean, you can see styles and things change. I even thought about like doing a fabric, like a metallic, like seagrass or something, and then it bothered me because it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? And you can like really see the lines in that, which is beautiful in some cases if you've got other pattern in the room. But if that was it just didn't feel right. So I am really, really happy with it. My mom helped me with it, which was really fun. What else did I want to say? Oh, I did talk to somebody though. And then I heard a designer say this as well, that if you are trying to pick something timeless, obviously try to pick something classic, try to think about it like that, things that would have worked whenever that don't look or feel dated. But someone did say the wallpaper that people are choosing now that will look dated is the stuff that looks very graphic. Like think like a Moroccan, like a large scale print or even a small scale print of like, you know, like interlocking rings or something that's just like a color, and then those might be in like a metallic, or that's what I think is gonna probably look dated in like 5 or 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanna change it, that's great. Do what you wanna do at the time. But for me, I kind of wanted to choose something that I could live with for a long time, you know what I mean? And the closet video is gonna come soon, you guys, I promise. And I don't even like dangly earrings. You guys know I'm like a stud earring kind of gal, but these earrings, you guys, I'm so obsessed with. So today and tomorrow, they are 35% off, as well as everything on their site. I will link to that below. I'll put the code. These are beautiful. Gifts, gifts, gifts. They come in all different colors. This is the gray. I will link to the exact ones. Obviously, it's like, you know, it's like around lunchtime. I might swing back around tonight later on and show you how everything looks kind of with the lights off. You don't get the full effect, I think, of a lot of Christmas decor until the lights go down. And our garland. All that stuff's on a timer and they're all different. So I'm not about to turn all those on and mess up that timer. So I will wait until later to show you that too. But let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. I'm so excited. So we'll start with the foyer when you walk in. I did hang those. I need to do a decor video, like an update soon. We'll get into all that, but I do have this garland. It's so much prettier at night when it's lit up. We'll come back and I'll show you. But this is what I've got going on this little table. I don't know, I'll probably move that chair. It's been there for people to sit and put their shoes on to have like an actual spot. But this is my little table. I've got this tree that's super cute. This is just a little pre-lit tree. Got some garland on it. This tree pretty much stays the same every year. This is one set of ornaments that I do collect every year. They're little Hallmark yearly, what are they called? Like snowflakes. They're really pretty. And I just think they're so pretty on this tree. And I have them since, when did I start? I guess 2010. I put this little burlap ribbon on it. I'm telling you, ribbon is like the way to go. I've got this little nativity set that was my grandmother's. It's like a little crystal nativity set. If you can see I've got my camera like still on the tripod, I don't know. These trees are so beautiful. These ones have that pretty marble top. So pretty. This is the evergreen. It smells really nice. So just kind of simple on the table. Kind of cute when you first walk in. Got some extra spot to put things if I wanted to. Got that little bench too people could sit on if they want to sit in the foyer. I don't know why I didn't hang those dang bird pictures there in the first place. It's my lens, yeah, my lens cap's on that little shelf, if you can see that. So in here, this is the little front living room. I love this room so much. I have my desk in here. It's just one of my favorite spots. I usually do have these two ghost chairs right in front of the windows. It doesn't impose the view or anything because they are true like floor to ceiling windows, and it's really nice. I like to have, I wouldn't want to put like giant chairs in front of them, but this is turning into a decor video, okay? Like a regular decor video, whatever. We're talking about the Christmas stuff, right? And then I shoved the other one over there. So let's look at this tree. It's so pretty. Like I said before, you know, this is one of those trees that I mentioned. This I did kind of in all of my blue and white stuff. The backs of your trees have nothing on them because mine kind of doesn't. But on the side, I do make it a point to like put stuff because it is seen kind of out the window. So I do have some of my blue and white jars. You guys saw some of those last year, I think. I have just like some random ball ornaments, some pretty like blown glass ones. Thanks, I love it.
Look at my tree. View.
Do you love it?
Do you love it?
Yeah. So then, I don't have any presents wrapped.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm a bad...
Mommy,
What?
a ball yarn cat. Yeah.
Okay, that's not a ball yard. That's a ball. Okay, whatever. Look at her slippers. She's so cute. Okay. Okay, what am I doing? Let me get back on track. Okay, so I'm a bad holiday home decor tour vlogger. I don't have any presents under the tree. Listen, okay? It's the weekend after Thanksgiving. I don't have anything wrapped. I'm not even sure who's getting what yet. So just bear with me. Okay? I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. I could talk about this tree all day. I just love it. It's my favorite. I didn't put any ribbon on this one. Next year I'll probably like make a topper. And then over here I have my little nativity that I love. I have this, which is adorable. It's a church card holder. How adorable is that? It's pretty adorable, right? We have our wreaths on the windows. I don't even see that. I love doing that. You don't even have to like put lights on your house, but we're going to. Every year I do put out these pillows. I got these probably when we lived at our first place at Pier 1, and it seems like year after year they put them out. They're beautiful. I just store them in a bag every year, and they're great. Like they're great. Like they don't do anything weird. I also have one over here in this chair. This is my little desk that I talked about earlier. This is where I like to put a lot of like family photos. But if you have like a bunch of mismatched picture frames, just put them all in a group. You know what I mean? So I like this table for that. So in between these two rooms, the wallpaper and then this color, I'll list my colors and stuff. It just goes really well. So cute. It has like this little touch of whimsy with the birds, and it's kind of like a taupey color, but then it has this like metallic sheen to it that's not like gold and it's not silver. It's weird. Sometimes it looks more gold than silver, sometimes it looks more silver. Some just random stuff on this table. Some candles. This little thing was always at my grandma's house. She always had that little angel, so I used it here. Got my chairs. And then here is my table. In the middle right there, I'm gonna put some kind of pretty arrangement closer to Christmas. So here's what everything looks like. I will link to everything. I got my great grandmother's china. We used that for Thanksgiving and I really liked it. I like it because it's smooth. My china has like a nubby border. So I don't know, that's just easier to clean. I don't like to do a whole lot of tablescapey stuff. This to me is a lot. I don't like to cover up my table with, you know, a lot of big placemats or a lot of, you know, things. I just like it. I did get new chairs in here, and you can see the rug over there too. I'll show you in the kitchen in a moment. These are the same ones that we have at our kitchen. I love them so much. They really work well with my grandma's sideboard over there that I love. They kind of pull the warmth out of this piece that I grabbed at an antique store. And then the table itself is kind of like a, it's not the gray color, mine's the natural color. So it's kind of like in between, and the chairs work well with it too. And so yeah, I got this because I thought, you know, I love these so much. I love them around my kitchen table so much because I didn't want to like swap a room in here with what we had in here. I didn't really like what we had in here, and I thought they were so uncomfortable. They were those Target chairs. They were great, whatever. But I tried to make them work, and they did. They were okay, but they just, whatever. So what I like about this is that now I have a set of 12. So if we ever were going to do anything huge, we could put like another table here. This is where the trampoline is, I know. And we could like, you know, do it all through here. I'm just really in love with the wallpaper. I think it gave it some pattern in here. It's really pretty. These little things in the middle are just napkin holders and like napkin rings. And I wanted to do my napkins like this. These are kind of scratchy in the middle, and I feel like they snag my napkins, especially if they're linen. So they look like little wreaths. They're just like little silver boxwood wreathy things. So this is one of my favorite views of the house. I like to look through there with the tree, and it's just really pretty. I love the new lights we did in the kitchen. I'll link to those. The other ones were those glass ball ones, and they were just always dirty and so hard to clean. One of the best things we ever did was redo the kitchen. I love the kitchen so much now. And someone asked if we'd gotten a new table that I guess they saw it on Instagram or something, noticed it was bigger. No, this is my same table. It's that same clawfoot antique table that was my great-grandparents, and we found 2 of the leaves that went with it. So Brad refinished those 2. And these are those same chairs that I love so much. And really pretty. Oh, I should turn my candles on. Please hold. Remote control candles, best thing ever. Especially when you have a toddler and they're eating at the table all the time and you don't want them to like light stuff on fire. It's great. So I love it. Now we have plenty of room to sit. Plus we have the seating at the bar top in the kitchen, which I love. Most of the time that's where we sit. What do I have in here? So yeah, I didn't like go nuts in here or anything. I put this garland up that I really love. It's fake, but it looks really real. I'll link to that. Like I said, I'll link to everything. I have this little thing, which looks real too. It has like some pretty green around it. That's my favorite holiday candle, those 2 little trees. I think I have any other, get Olivia's artwork. Oh, look what we did just did a cute little thing for Thanksgiving. And that's sweet. This is just becoming a full-fledged update, but this is our laundry room floor. And show you guys, we redid it in little marble hex tile. Everything's piled in here that was on the table from before. The table never looks like this. It's always covered in toys. Olivia loves to sit there and play. And for anyone that always is like, oh, your house is so white, how do you keep it? No, this isn't white. This is flax. This is dark colored. These are so forgiving. You can get someone to micro seal your entire house if you wanted to, but these are actually stain treated anyways. She drips yogurt on them and spills things on them at least once a day. This is hers that she always sits in, and it looks great. I cannot tell you how much has been spilled on that. Oh my gosh, you would die. So let's go to the family room. I'm gonna show you guys our main tree and stuff. I love these tree baskets that you can put around. This is the same tree. It's the same type of tree. It's that same $149 tree. I will link to it. I'm telling you guys, it's the best tree ever. It's so much fun. You like look forward to putting it up because it takes literally 5 minutes. Can you see the lights? See, you can't really see the lights in my garland or in my wreath. So tonight we're gonna make a run through. Oh my gosh, you guys! I cleaned this up. This is the first time this living room has been cleaned up in so long. So here is a shot of this room. This is where those bird pictures used to be. Isn't that so much better? I missed having mirrors there. The mirrors that were there I put above our tub. See, I'm telling you guys, you need a decor update, like a big one. But this is what this looks like. Got the cozy fire going, Olivia's toys. That chair, it's kind of awkward there for now. It's usually over there and tucked back further, but I actually love it there. It is the coziest, warmest spot to sit. It makes it a little tight walking through there right now, but it's fine. Because I didn't want to move Olivia's table. I mean, I can't move that. That's her zone. But anyway, so here's our tree. There's that bow that I made in that video, the last video that I showed you guys. I'm gonna replace those flowers up there with something soon. Like I said, this is still very early. I know things are gonna change. I feel like they're gonna change a million times. So here's my tree. I have all these ornaments that are really kind of, I don't know, kind of pastel-y. I used to just have like a white tree, like nothing, silver. But I like this because these are very light colors. They're pretty. I've still got all my, all of our, you know, sentimental ornaments and stuff like that. But all of these are pretty and kind of added in. I love that. That one reminds me of our dining room. Okay, but do you see what's happening with this ribbon? Okay, so this ribbon actually is all one piece, and I got really fancy with it, and I spun it around the whole tree. But then after I did that, I realized just cut the ribbon up for the second one. So I cut these into little strips, these little ones that match the bow on top, and maybe like a foot long each, maybe a little longer, and I just tucked them in places. Do you see what I mean? So it makes it look like the ribbon's woven. It makes the tree look so much more full. And I'm out of breath. I don't even know. First Christmas together, 2004. Okay, my mom used to collect the Riches. Do you guys remember when Macy's was Riches? The Riches Great Tree Ornaments that were the crystal. I've been begging her to give me those for years. Like she had them every single year that they did them since the 80s until Riches closed. So I really want those because I want to do a tree with those. But I don't think she found them. Anyways, so then this one has all kinds of cute stuff. Down here I have Waylon's ornament. and then a nativity, and I have those down here because Olivia looks at those. Waylon has moved all over the tree. Olivia takes them off and puts them all over. And for those of you wondering about Olivia and decorating, she helps. She's not just some special kid that like doesn't break stuff. I have, trust me, like it's always like, don't touch that, don't touch that. It used to be until she learned not to touch stuff. And I've said that before. I didn't just like put everything away and, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just kind of taught her not to touch stuff, but she loves the tree. I taught her to like touch the ornaments with soft hands, same as you teach kids to touch your dogs and your animals with soft hands. The tree's the same way, because I don't want to be like, no, don't touch the tree, because that's sad. She does a good job. Oh, I didn't put her hand. Okay, this is the thing. So I have our stockings. They are not hung with care because I don't like them to like block the fire. You know what I mean? And I don't know, so I'll probably just put them up at the last minute. This garland, I don't even know where it's from. I've had it. It's very wiry and small, and I ran these little LED lights through them that are really cute, and then I put some of the ornaments that match the tree. I just kind of like shoved it in there, so pretty cute. You can take wreath hangers like that and seriously just like hang a wreath anywhere. So, and then, yeah, I'll show you this at night because I think it's gonna look so much nicer. It's my favorite view. Waylon's like passed out. This is really hard to get a good thing, but this is in Olivia's room. This is a little nook in her room that's like a little play area. She's got like a little playhouse back in there, and that little door that has like lights and stuff. It's really cool. And then that's her kitchen from last year. I added one of those, the bigger fridge to it so she'd have more space, because that's like the tiny little version of the kitchen. And then it's tiny though. Like this one over here is the fridge that goes with like the actual like real size set. But I didn't want to buy her a new kitchen or anything because this one was kind of small for like putting all her food in that little thing and like all her little kitchen toys. So I got her this other, this is like the fridge thing that matches it. So that's kind of a cute little set. I like it. It doesn't take up much space. And then that's a little playhouse. And then here's her tree. It's so cute. I love it so much. I wish I could turn this light on, but it just like drowns out everything. It's so pretty when it's totally dark in here. Normally, this little table is kind of pushed up against the window, so she has a lot more space. She loves this tree so much. She had so much fun decorating it. She's got like little ornaments around it, like little ones that do things, and she's really good with it. I mean, she helped me decorate it. She kind of helped me with a lot of them. Like she would hand me ornaments. This one she really kind of put things on, but I put all the ones at the bottom that she could play with and press buttons too. And I put those big like bubbly, do you remember these from last year that look like big bubbles? I put those on this one, and some more of those glass ornaments. I put a lot of those toward the top. Not that, I mean, she would grab them because they're all over the ones downstairs too, but these are more like, I don't know, she kind of can touch them, and she kind of like, I don't know, she knows these do stuff. It's kind of perfect. She loves it. She thinks it's really special that she's got a tree in here. I need to like show you the rest. Her room is super cute. I put those flowers up. But we're not going to do that because it is a friggin' wreck. So that is her tree. And then we'll go ahead and do it in here too. You can see it a little better. It's not super dark yet, but it's really pretty this time of day in here with all these little sparkly things. You can see the pillows a little better maybe than earlier because it was like super bright in here. And this is out of focus, but these were starting to come on. So the top one's about to come on. Yay! So they come on at a certain time every night. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, this is really pretty. These were coming on right as I was coming down the stairs. So, love it. That one's pretty cute. Yay. Alright, you guys, so now going down to the basement. Everything's really dark down here. Everything upstairs is very like white and bright and light, and down here everything's really dark. Trying to figure out what lights to put on down here. It's this light, I mean, you cannot. Is that good? No, whatever. Okay, so anyways. So this is what this looks like down here. We have like a little sitting area, and then TV, this is kind of like a little game area and a bar. There's a little full bathroom in there. We've got like a little bar area. Super cute. I don't know how like really seen the basement much. This right here, we've got another really big area in here that I kind of want to put the table in and like maybe do just like 2 little chairs and like a in here. Don't look, it's messy. I want to kind of like swap that out, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool though. It's kind of a mess back here. We have like a theater room back in there, and then that's where all my Christmas stuff is. That's why it looks like a wreck back in there. Brad's office is off to the left right here. Cute little bar. I love this mirror. And then here's our cute little tree down here that's very red and adorable. I've got this little bird that's super cool. And we have like Alabama ornaments and like cutesy little stuff. And isn't it cute though? I just think it's fun. This tree was a good little find too. Because that time of day, oh yeah, it's like blue. Have you guys ever heard of that? Where you can type in, it's like blue hour photography. Have you ever heard of that? The light in here is gonna be atrocious. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. You see how it's blue out there? Okay. But when you look out there, it doesn't look blue. Okay, so go online and type in, I think it's like blue hour photography or something. And then you can type in like where you live, and it will give you the exact time that you can take pictures like of your house with like blue hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen people's pictures like where their wall or where their windows look really blue? Or I'm wearing a different outfit because it's nighttime on. I like changed. That was a long time ago when I was filming this morning. And it's like the windows look bright blue and you can just see the silhouettes of the trees. You guys need to do that. It's so cool. We took some really good ones of our house when we first moved in here. I need to do that again. It was really pretty. But yeah, go out and just like take a picture, and it doesn't look like it in the camera, but then when the photo pops up, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So play around with that. That's something kind of fun to do. But anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm sure everything will change a million times. Everything that I kind of had to straighten up this morning is like the tables are already like wrecked. And for reference, FYI, like I said earlier, and maybe I didn't really get to explain it a lot because I was talking while I was filming, but our dining room table, when I set up a tablescape, I think I started saying that, I didn't really finish it, but I am not a huge fan of like elaborate tablescapes. I don't like to set things out all the time. My table usually just has nothing on it. So from now until Christmas, it really cringes me out to have like cups and silverware. Like that's the most I'll ever get. Like rarely would I put cups out even like the day of. I don't know what that is. I'll put the plates out. I don't even put I'd put silverware out closer to time. Like maybe the day of or something, or even cups the day of. But I just feel like everything gets dusty. It makes me cringe whenever I see just like permanent table settings. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyways, what I think I'm gonna do, I'll probably move them and then put some fresh flowers out closer to time, and the middle part will just stay until Christmas, because it's a long time, you guys. We still have a long time. So if you guys watched the whole video and you hung in there, thank you so much. I hope that you guys maybe got some ideas, or if you were just curious to see how I set things up, you got to see it. So I hope that if you had any questions, I answered them. I hope that if you saw something you were interested in, it's linked below, I hope. I'll try to link to most everything that I can. If you have any other specific questions, just let me know. And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by for my holiday tour. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.